Kathy coming in. All right, are we recording? We are recording. Okay, welcome everybody. I am here in DC still. We are coming back home tomorrow. So if you're wondering what the background is, the lobby of the hotel, because our hotel room is way too noisy with 7 people in there. We had a suite, so we've got lots of room. You wouldn't believe how big this hotel room is that we have. So it was good to have everybody crammed in one room. I think my husband's having a little nervous breakdown. We haven't had this many people in a long time. We're not used to it anymore. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about our pink sale and our holiday Christmas cards that we send to our customers. And these are 2 things that I've done from day one, and I felt has really helped me to really maintain my loyalty from my customers. And so when you do your pink sale is the sale that's right after Thanksgiving. It's that Pink Friday. That's what we call it, the Pink Friday sale. It is up to you if you want to do a 20% off or 25% off, whatever you want to do. You can even do a 15% off if this is your first season. But women, I want you to know that women get super excited about a sale, especially about a sale with Mary Kay products, because we don't usually put our products on sale. Like Mary Kay doesn't have a catalog sale, so just so you know, your customers over the years will get excited. In fact, if my postcards arrive late, when later than they normally do, I literally start getting text messages and emails from my customers asking me, are we still having the sale? And I do have 2 sales a year. I have the Pink Friday sale, and then we have an annual sale in June, and we'll talk about that in June to kind of finish up the year, to finish big. But this Pink Friday sale is what we're going to talk about, and it's more than just a sale. But if you do this right and you work it full circle, you really can set yourself up for a really big finish from January to June. And you guys know that's the last 6 months of our seminar year. And then this month is double credit. So if you're working on that quota sales or quota sharing, everything counts double, okay? So I want you to do 3 touches. And we talked a little bit about this at Beach Retreat, and Tammy kind of gave a little bit of her testimony that last year she finally did those 3 touches. That last touch, which is the one that's going to require a little bit of work, is mailing a postcard, okay? That's getting that paper in the mail. And there's been a season, probably my best sale that I ever did is I had my printed postcards, but I remember writing a little note to my customers. And I don't know what made me do that, but that was my biggest sale ever. The handwritten note. I mean, just think about how much you guys loved those. Just think about how much you love those love notes that we did at Beach Retreat, and how much I've already read mine twice. I love them that much, and I keep mine year after year. This is a tradition that we do. And so even when you do that Christmas card, or excuse me, that Pink Friday sale card, just write something like, thank you for your loyalty. I couldn't have done this without you. Think stuff like that, wrapping them into your why story. So 3 touches. This is what I always do. I mail a postcard, okay, and then I do the email reminders. I do a couple of those, and then I text the night before, okay? So I text the night before. So let's talk about creating that postcard. We have a really amazing graphic designer named Montana, and she will create any kind of postcard you want. You do it on, you do it on cardstock. You can put your face on it. You can design anything you want. And she only charges $10. You print it out, or you take it, she emails it to you. You get to Office Depot, and then you email them while you're standing there, and they print it on colored cardstock. But you want to say that you want it on photo quality paper, okay? Photo quality paper. And that's for your Christmas card too. And so you get that Office Depot discount. Now, if you have not printed that Office Depot discount card, you definitely want to do that. We'll talk about more of that in just a second. But Montana only charges us $10. You can customize it. And I mail it always, like for this, where it's going to fall, like the Thanksgiving, it falls on different times of the month. There's like it's the last week of the month this year, I think. I'm going to mail my cards on the 16th or the 17th. Okay. And that's going to give them plenty of time because, and I might even mail it on the 13th because that's a Friday, because the mail is so slow right now. So let's really factor in COVID and what's going on. But under normal circumstances, especially if you have a lot of out of town customers, I would normally mail on the 16th or 17th, but I'm probably going to mail on the 13th. Okay. So you're going to print labels out. If you have a lot of customers, I'll tell you, the last time I hand wrote every address was my first sale. And that was about 35 customers or 60 customers. I don't remember. And I said, I'll never do this again. And so I'm going to give you step by step how to print your labels from InTouch. Okay. So here it goes. And this is recorded. You're going to go under business tools. You're going to scroll down to my customers. Then you're going to click under my customers. And then you're going to see them all. You're going to see all, and they're little click, 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 click. You can literally go through and click which ones you want. If you're new and you're like, I want them all, then you just click. You can hit that top button and it includes them all. And then there's a little icon that says print. You click print, and then it says print list or print labels. You want to print labels, and it prints them the standard three across. Is it three? It's 30. It's 30 to a sheet. So you want to look on there. Oh gosh, 30 to a sheet. I can't remember how many rows, but it's the standard labels. You can get it at Walmart or at Office Depot. Okay, but you want to do a trial run with just one piece of paper and print one sheet to make sure. And I always take it and I line it up in the window to make sure it lines up. And then if it doesn't, you can adjust your printer, you can adjust the font and stuff like that. I'm telling you this because, as you can tell, it's been a headache for me over the years, just with different printers and stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now, just because I don't want you to waste your labels. They're not really that cheap, but it's better than handwriting. So you're going to use your Office Depot discount card, and the sizes, my size that I use differs every year. What I normally do is I first go to Walmart into their stationery section, and it's cheaper if you do Walmart versus Office Depot. I'm going to tell you always the cheapest route, okay? I love the really bright colored envelopes that are self-sealed. And sometimes there's an abundance of the bigger ones that are maybe the half a sheet of a paper. What is that? 5 by 11 or something like that. It's the size, if you folded a sheet of paper, it's that big postcard size. And then sometimes they have the smaller ones. I think that's 4 by 6. So I actually go and buy my envelopes first because I really love those really bright colored ones. Why? Because it doesn't get lost in their mailbox with junk mail. There's a lot of junk mail coming in that week because of Black Friday sales and all that. So I want my envelopes to stand out. And so these are bright pink, bright green, bright lime, bright turquoise. And my customers know, oh, that's Michelle's sales card. Because I'm like, literally, I'm a creature of habit. And so I get my postcards first. And whatever I could get, because let's be clear, I have had to run around I've made the mistake of running around to every Walmart because I had my postcards printed first, and then I couldn't find the size that I wanted. And make sure they're self-sealed, because you do not want to lick. I mean, can you imagine me trying to lick 160 postcards or envelopes? And so make sure that it's self-sealed so you can peel them off and seal it. But where was I going with that? So I get 4 by 6, or I get the bigger ones, or whatever I can find. Then I get Montana to create that. So if I'm going to have, the 4 by 6, that's going to really print out like 4 to a page. And if I tell her I want the bigger ones this year, then we print 2 to a page, and I've got the bigger envelopes. And so that's how it's like I work backwards into that because of having those really bright colored envelopes that are really going to be, able to see in a busy mailbox. All right. So now I get them from Walmart, like I said, because they're cheaper. My printing labels I get from Walmart or from Office Depot, it's not really that big of a difference. Just because you get 750 labels in one packet, and so that's going to last you for a couple of years. When you use your Office Depot, if you're logged into InTouch and you go under on the left hand side MK Connections, and it says approved vendors or discounted vendors, you click on that, you're going to see your Office Depot discount card. And let me just tell you, if I paid regular price just in general for some of my postcards, like I think my last mailing for my postcards was going to be $125. With my discount, I paid $21. Okay, and that's with colored, photocopy print, things like that. Okay, so if you logged in earlier, we talked about the postcards. I always ask for photocopy print. So we talked about printing the labels, do a trial run. All right, so now you want to start sending e-cards. So now you've got your mailing out. You're going to mail that around the 13th, 17th, no later. Okay. If they're all local to you and you miss those dates, you could get them out. Here's something I want to point out. If you have a customer that texts you or calls you after the sale, after Pink Friday, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I totally forgot the holidays. I really wanted to order." Honor it. Okay. It's gonna serve you well to be very flexible with your customers, because it's gonna happen, and your customers will love you for it. Just like I told you guys at the beach about my customer that was having a rough time and, was supposed to be moving to Maryland, ended up, she's in Texas. And I'm like, "Why are you in Texas?" And, she tells me about terrible situations that's happened to her marriage. I'm like, "Okay, bad husband discount sale, 25% off for this order." And she's all the way in Texas, and she's one of my best customers, because I didn't have to do that, but I always ask her how she's doing. And so building that relationship with your customers right now, starting now, is going to help you to keep that loyalty. All right, so we're going to start sending our e-cards the Friday before Thanksgiving. You're going to start sending e-cards. E-cards are super easy. They are, if you put your customers' emails into the My Customer app, which is also where you printed your labels, you always want to make sure that you've got all that information in there correctly for things like this. Then you can go up to under My Business, and it says customer e-cards. They're free and they're so beautiful, and you can do customize. If you do customize, you can find some blank ones, okay? Or I think it's under motivation. If you go to motivation, there's a lot of blank ones, and don't make this mistake. I made this mistake before, and a customer pointed it out. She was like, "I would have found this it was my D personality customers, because I would have found this on time if you had put a heading on it." I'm like, "Oh, I forgot my heading." Yeah, anyway. So you want to put my Mary Kay Pink Friday sale, 25% off, or 25% off Mary Kay Pink Friday sale. You want to do something that's going to catch their eye when they get that email, okay? Make it 25% off Mary Kay. Oh, okay. And then you can go down in the text and put, "This is my first annual, my second annual, or whatever, my annual Pink Friday sale. This is to honor you, my customers." Okay, so I start doing that on Friday before, all right? And I use, like I said, the customer e-cards. And y'all, like I said before, there's some really beautiful e-cards. If you go in, there's product e-cards, there's team building e-cards. Go in and check that out, and make it a habit at least once a week to send your customers something, maybe a product of the week, and say, "This is the product I'm featuring this week. It's 25% off." And that's how you build. That's how I used to do it, was building my customers head to toe. I would find those e-cards, and I would feature that product as my one product 25% off. And, you get customers head to toe. So you send those, and then I'm going to send another e-card on Tuesday, and then another e-card on Thursday night, okay? Thursday night. All right, and then here's the third touch, okay? The third touch is going to be on Wednesday night. You're going to text all your customers the Pink Friday sale reminder. You can do that Wednesday night, or you can do it Thursday night. I've done them either or, just depending on how busy I was with all the family stuff. I've done it either or. So I'm just going to be, anything that's going to give them that reminder really close, because if they didn't check their email last week, or they didn't check it Tuesday, they didn't check it Thursday night, they've got that text, and 100% of the people read their text. So you choose on Wednesday night or Thursday night if you're going to send that reminder text on for that Friday sale. Keep your sales simple, okay? So I've done some complicated things before, and it still works a little bit. I'm going to tell you, since I've just done a straight 25% off across the board, didn't get fancy. When women get confused, they shut down. A confused mind does nothing. And so, you're going to see a lot of different Pink Friday things out there. I'm just going to on Pinterest and Facebook, but I'm going to tell you from my Marianne's shaking her head like, don't get wrapped up in 25% off on your first 75, and it's confusing. Just give it to them. You will get paid back over and over with the products that they try because they got it on sale. I promise you. A confused mind does nothing. All of these other cutesy, complicated sales are created by certain personalities that think you need all this, detail, and it shuts people down, and they won't call because they don't understand how much they're going to spend. All right. Please take my word for it. I'm sure that Marianne and Tammy are going to back me up on that also. So keep your sales simple. Like I said, you can do your 15% off, 20% off, 25% off, whatever you feel comfortable doing, wherever your business, if you're just getting started or if you're seasoned, it's up to you. Okay, how are we going to turn this sale into your future, future bookings? Okay, beyond the sale, how to take it beyond the sale. So when you turn your sale into future bookings, because they are calling you anytime a customer calls you, that is a booking opportunity. I want you to get that in your head. Anytime a customer calls you, it's a booking opportunity, and I want you to go, oh, this is my chance. And you got to have the words always on the tip of your mouth. You got to be able to spin on a dime. And so you can ask, hey, Janet, this is going to cost you this. I'm giving you 25% off. I would love to give you this entire order at 50% off. If you can do something for me, I'm working on a big challenge during these holidays, and it's called my $10,000 Christmas. It's my first one. I'm trying to hit my goal, and I've got to book some Merry Masking virtual events or some Merry Masking parties. Like I said, you got to have it on the tip. What were you most excited about hearing from Beach Retreat that we talked about? And you can say, if you can be one of my Merry Masking hostess and have at least 3 to 5 ladies there, or whatever, if it's virtual, you can have more. I can give you this order tonight at 50%. Okay. Now, if something happens and you can't do it, and we postpone, that's fine. But if you decide that you don't, I can charge you for the rest later because you've got her card number. Okay. And so be willing to give up that 50%. You don't lose any money. You just sold her products at cost. Okay. But you got a booking. You got a future booking during the holiday season, or even during the New Year, New You. We're going to talk about that in a second. So know your words and have them on the tip of your mouth, what you're going to say. Future bookings, or you can also say, you can get this order for free depending on how much it is. If it's under 75, you can say, hey, would you like to get this for free? I've got to do so many. Tell her your goal. Make it about you. Don't make it about her. Always make it about you. A woman will do anything to help you reach a goal. But if you make it about her, oh, let's show off your house, and sometimes they just want to show off their house. Let's be real, for the holidays. Women don't put up 7 Christmas trees in their house because they're going to look at it themselves. They're wanting to have a reason to have a party. So this is the only time, really, when I say this, that you can really make it about them, to show off their house. So your house is so beautiful. I know you would love to show it off, for the holidays. And so knowing your words, 50% or free. Those are your choices. And then you've got your bookings for that holiday season, and you're meeting new customers, new customers, new customers. It's all about building to 100 customers as fast as you can, okay? As fast as you can. Now, the future, so some of the things that we talked about, virtual pampering sessions, Merry masking, Merry makeovers, you can call it whatever you want. You know, make it something fun. Cookies in color, everybody brings homemade cookies. You know, these women that like to entertain, they love little cute things like that, okay? So that is your booking opportunity when you do that. When you're doing your pink sale and they're calling you, you can get a sale, you can get a booking. Okay, get a sale, get a booking. Now, you're not losing any money either. Let's say 50% off, you've lost no money, you give it away free, you've lost, you know, that's hostess giveaways anyway. That's the money that you would have given away. Now, let me just tell you, you want to get the credit card information before you turn it into that booking, because you're going to tell her, now if it doesn't hold, I'm going to charge your card for that sale, okay? So you don't lose any money. And you know your customers anyway, they don't usually gyp you on the money. So, but when you do give away that order for free, and like I said, have a set amount that you're willing to say free, got to know your words, and everybody's different. This is not a cookie cutter, everybody gets the same spiel. You got to know what they spent, you got to know who they know, you got to know a little bit about them, and you got to say, I want to know who she knows, and I'm willing to give it away for free, okay? And it's a certain amount. Got it? But when you do this, you get new bookings, you get new referrals, you get future bookings, you get future team members. That's where it all starts, is working that appointment and that sale full circle. Full circle is book, coach, sell, recruit. That's what Mary Kay means by full circle. Book, coach, sell, recruit. It's a win-win, okay? It's a win-win. And then, like I said, I'll say this again, if they cancel that appointment and you can't get them to hold, you say that, now, if for some reason this, you know, we don't hold this, I'll charge your card. Are you okay with that? Yeah, you got it. All right, so let's, we'll talk a little bit more about, we'll let Marianne and Trinity talk, Trinity, I'm sorry, Tammy talk in a second about their holiday, but I want to say just a few quick things about the holiday Christmas cards that I send out. So Montana also will do these for me every year. And this is where I put my family pictures on there. And Montana includes a $10 gift certificate on there. So consultants, if you've got a Christmas card from me last year, that's the same card. If I was at home, I could show you. That's the same card that I sent to my customers, but Montana did one for you guys minus the gift certificate, and she did one for them that there's my family picture, and then below is a little $10 gift certificate, and it says, thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for being a loyal customer, my family and I appreciate you. Happy holidays, or Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And so I've been doing that for years. Back in the day, I actually would print out little Mary Kay $10 bucks with Mary Kay on it. I'd run them off on pink paper, and I'd just get a whole bunch of Christmas cards at the Dollar Tree, and I'd put them in there. Okay, but now I've gotten a little bit fancier with my, you know, over the years, and they love my kids' pictures. They love seeing my kids grow up. Do life with your customers. People don't do enough life together, and they love that. They love being a part of that, and you letting them know, thank you, I couldn't do this without you. Like I said on that little handwritten note that I put on mine, was my best sale ever. This keeps your customers connected to you and your why. Okay. What does a $10 gift certificate do after Christmas? Well, if you're like me, it burns a hole in my pocket. So what does that do when everybody is pretty much tapped out? So I'm going to tell you, right after, your sales are going to be like so crazy good up until like the 24th, okay? The 24th, and then until that next pay period of January 15th. It's going to be silent. It's like radio silence, okay? But you sent that $10 gift certificate, and then the spring book is coming out, and that gets it going again. That gets the juices going. And so that's what I love about knowing this business. I'm going to always tell you when it's radio silent, and I'm going to tell you how you can solve that problem, and this is how. So that little gift certificate is going to be burning a hole in their pockets, and they're going to start calling. And guess what? When they start calling, guess what you're going to do? New year, new you. Let's get some new looks. This is a whole new year, 2021. We are over 2020. Get rid of that year, right? Let's do something big. Let's go bold, and let's get some new foundation. Let's get new this. We're going to really be able to play this 2021 up. I mean, everybody is ready to just end it right now. And so I think this is going to be our biggest January ever. And so our booking with those gift cards, let's get new year, new you makeovers, okay? Bring a friend. They're ready to get together. Everybody's ready to mingle. Let's have a girls' night out. Big booking opportunity with this gift card. And you can say, hey, if you can get 2 friends together that I don't know, this $10 turns into $30. Or this, you get 4 friends, this $10 turns into $50. That's where you're spending on a dime again. Okay, you're spending on a dime. So it's worth, what you can do. You're giving away a little, but remember, $50 out of your pocket or $50 in free product is only $25 out of your pocket. But you just met 4 of her friends that you didn't know, okay? And gosh, we don't even know what could happen with those 4, right? And so you give a little to get way more. You saw when at Beach Retreat, when I had Catherine stand up, and from that one appointment that I met Catherine, the rest of you, oh my gosh, but literally almost the entire Beach Retreat came from that one appointment in 2016, January 2016, and so that's why you're willing to up the ante. Get me in front of the people I don't know. Fight for that booking, fight for those new faces. And so be able to turn that 10 into 50, to meet her friends. So you do the same when you're printing your Christmas cards. You want to print it on cardstock, quality paper, colored. You want to get those same colored envelopes, like they don't get mixed up in the junk mail. Here's what you're doing. You do those 2 things, okay? And then you've got your other little things that you're working on for your $10,000 Christmas. What's going to happen is January to June in Mary Kay is known as the Magic Mile. Seriously, it's the Magic Mile. Things happen in those January to June as we finish our seminar year. Even if you're behind on your goals, you course correct like nobody's business from January to June. And come June 30th at midnight, when we're all up until 1 o'clock in the morning finishing out our seminar year, the magic happens. I mean, as sales directors, we all are boxing like crazy. It is so exciting. Mary Ann finished her year one year and left to go have a baby. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm not saying that you're going to have a baby on July 1. Let's hope not. But I mean, she waited to she finished her year and went and had a baby. I mean, it's just crazy. But we have so much fun from January to June, and it starts with the things that you put in place. Okay. All right. So, Mary Ann, you and Tammy kind of share some of your tips on those 2 things.
I'll go ahead and go. So basically, Michelle has taught me everything I know, and so ditto what she said, but I really want to point out to you guys that this selling season is completely different than what you've ever experienced before, because there's probably not actually going to be Black Friday sales because nobody's getting in large crowds. And so retailers are doing things different. And so you are so fortunate that Mary Kay is so forward thinking. They've called everything Pink Weekend, period. Like they're not using the language of Pink Friday anymore, and then Small Business Saturday, and then Cyber Monday, because the whole weekend is just going to be online for everybody. And so Mary Kay has already provided, go look at that holiday hub. It is gorgeous. use those materials that Mary Kay has created. I mean, I can't wait to shop for myself. It's so beautiful. And a couple of statistics right now, women non-essential items are up double and triple what they were last year. People are spoiling themselves. And so the more you get in front of people, the more you get in front of those people who are ready to just spoil themselves. So those are just the main things that I wanted to point out, because everything else Michelle said, I did. So you might, if you want to just spice something up with one of those text messages, do a quick video. So that way they can, especially if you're using Scipio, you can go ahead and film that, a week in advance. And, when you have time to like get ready and get cute and get some cool props and have some, quick little things, just make sure it's short. Cause when people are on their phones, 30 seconds to 60 seconds, and then they're done listening to you. And so you can schedule that one out in advance. And then later you can also have another text message that's words printed, short and sweet, sale, 25% off. And yes, I've done all the difficult, fancy things, and it's just so much. No one ever really took advantage of all the extra stuff. They just shopped, and then, yeah, it was just so much easier just to do 25% off. So yeah, those are my tips.
Thank you, Marianne. Tammy?
Yes. So like I said to those that were at Beach Retreat, the cards do work. I, for years, tried the sale just by text messages or my Facebook VIP group. It did not go well, but women do, like Michelle says. Michelle knows what she's doing. But they do, the postcards do work because I did it last year and I had an amazing Pink Friday sale. Another thing too, and I know I've mentioned this before also, is have your customers get their wish list to their husbands, and that's a good opportunity that they can reach out to you on Pink Friday, Pink Weekend too, with their order. And then, as far as your Facebook VIP group, I had during that weekend, I had a huge sale on the mint bliss with the socks, making the little cupcakes, just because I posted it, around that time too. I just posted a picture on my VIP group and I sold out of every one that I had. So yeah, that's about all I have.
Awesome. All right. So guys, I will send you Montana's phone number over Voxer, or if somebody's got it already, they want to Vox it. That way you can go ahead and get Montana to start creating your, your postcards, both of them. And you can she Cash Apps, and I think I always pay her Cash App. She probably Venmos too, but super easy. She's super quick. I believe her mother is a sales director. I think that's her backstory, and she graduated from, I think, Auburn University with a graphic design degree. I could be wrong. I just don't even know how I got her number years ago, but we've used her for many, many years. So, all right, everybody. So good luck with that. And, we're going to have our best October and November. Don't forget, October is double credit. So get all your orders in, and it counts double. And your team, I've already got two new qualified, so I'm super excited. So that counts as 4. Yay. All right, I'm going to go back with my family up to the room, and I'll be home tomorrow. So I'll be talking with you guys soon. Okay, thanks for joining in tonight. Bye. Good night.